Steve Flynn and I have really enjoyed the process of putting this book together. The biggest job was editing all the material down to just 74 pages. But we know there's loads more material out there, loads of stories. Maybe there's another book sometime. The project, funded by a Heritage Lottery grant, has involved an awful lot of people. Too many to name at the moment, but we really thank everybody who was involved in the project along the way. And so to the launch of our book. The history of football in Milton Keynes, it's not a thing of the past. It's still going on, as it has done for many, many years. And the difference now is we've got a much higher profile in the media. And that's generally down to the effort of one man, one of our interviewees. And I'd like to ask him now to say a few more words for us. The chairman of the MK Dons, Mr. Pete Winkle.
I want to start with saying a big thank you to you and to Stephen, and I think to Mel, who's organised today, because this is another thing of the symbol of Can-Do Milton Keynes. Let's do a book about tracing the history of football in Milton Keynes. And yet actually, it's not just a conversation in a pub one night. It's actually something that's real. We can now hold it. We can now get a sense of what football has meant throughout the whole country, but throughout the whole of Milton Keynes and all its market towns before it was here. You know, our recent story of the most recent foray into league football for Milton Keynes, and of course, is a sore subject. It's been a terribly difficult and traumatic way of getting football to Milton Keynes. But as I drove here today and we drove past the Groveway, which a lot of you remember as the Greyhound Stadium site, and we can see the new houses that are developed there, it's absolutely true that in another 10 years, this site would have probably been a load of houses as well. And it might be 20, 30, another 40 years before we'd have had the chance to put football at the heart of our community. And that's what the book shows, that it's part of the beating heart of everything that goes on. And as the city becomes the city, and I think over the next 20 years it's going to grow into one of the top 10 cities in the UK, it means that we can make sure now that football stays as part of its cultural soul. And it's really all you people out here that have made football real all the way through, that encouraged people like myself that came in, and you know, my story with my young boy who was good at football, having to go off to Wycombe. We all know the story by now, but it's true. You know, we've got Mark Randall from Milton Keynes Schools, you know, who's doing fantastic at Arsenal. We tried to get him on loan, but we couldn't do that. And of course, our very own Sam Baldock, who was playing at Steeple Claydon not so long ago and scored 2 goals in the league and won the game for us yesterday. Football is a continuing heartbeat. It's something that we haven't seen the end of. We don't know how far we could be able to take it. But with the kind of work, effort and commitment that everybody's shown in putting this book together, we all can believe that football's got a long way to go. Thank you very much indeed.
Books are now going to be unveiled behind you.
Isn't it great? It's real. I think that's what makes it. It's real, It's real. We can make it real in Milton Keynes. It makes a difference, doesn't it?
You get a copy as a contributor.
Both of you get it signed.
Of course I'll sign it. Of course I'll sign it.
How much are you?
Thank you, Mark.
They probably play football in the junior team. This is a senior team. They help.
Yeah, we went to...
Oh, we did play
Can you remember then?
He's probably on that.
This I think was 35, 36.
I always remember him.
He was a quality player.
Closer to play.